Aloha, my fellow Unities. Welcome to our end of days. That's DAZ. Um, this is my second video of the day. My normal style, unedited, raw footage. Just one continuous stream like life, right? I was just looking. I'm in the park, kind of rehashing. If you watch both my videos, it's repetition. But if you're not, whatever. But public park, so might get interactions and everything. Also looking at the video, man, I gotta brush my teeth more now. There's these last 30 days, I didn't take care of myself. There was really no hygiene or anything. In case you didn't know, yeah, homeless, quitting addictions, going through a lot of trauma, recovering from it, really. Um, Also, related, unrelated. With the video too. I changed a few settings, but there was like a delay with the sound, with the visual, and so hopefully I fixed it. But we'll see in the end product. So I was feeling, the first video was more about just relating stuff, my how I'm feeling, vulnerabilities and everything, my views on those kind of things. But also, part of this that I really want to get out, which is more on the positive side of things, is what I'm getting from all this. And it's weaving together the story. I talk about stories a lot, but stories are how we relate to the world, to ourselves, to each other. So stories are stories are important, I guess is the best way to say it. So when you get people, maybe like myself, who think that Star Wars is crap now because they don't know how to write a good story, and they destroyed the story narratives in that, it's for a reason, you guys. And I got going even into this further. I don't know if it's conscious or unconscious, but there's forces out there who want to destroy any kind of narratives which are self-empowering, so that they can create their own narratives. And if we can see Star Wars as anything, you guys, in my opinion, at least, what kind of narratives are that, man? It's like a narrative of a narcissist. Super Ray, man. All right. Anyway, that's and it could be male or female, man. It does not matter. That it's just, man, is that like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I won't get into any more of that. I kind of wanted to talk more about what I'm developing, what kind of came to me through this whole process, and what I ended on, and how I was able to get enough momentum to destroy what I needed to in order to really move on. And it's like the story of creation, okay? Where I feel like, let's just say, before everything, there was the unity, all right? And this unity, let's just say, was the masculine and the feminine united. And in that process, there was the love. There was just the natural love and understanding with each other, seeing that we were one. There was no desire for harming one another. There was no desire to lie or deceive or control the other parts of ourselves, because there was no need to. There was really no understanding of such a concept existing, even. And I haven't really named it yet, but that, to me, that's like the pure unity, the pure unity, like the innocent unity, the unity that's born basically in like a state of ignorance. And it's where we all come from, and it's what we remember. Um, and I haven't developed a story yet to explain why, so I'm in the process of doing that. But within the process of why, we got exposed to an illusion. All right, and that illusion ended up creating a different type of unity, and I call it, fell unity, unity that fell. All right, it's a unity which is still a unity. All right, because this is how creation works. This is how this is how it works, you guys, where there needs to be some form of unity in this aspect, right, between the masculine and the feminine, in order for there to be life, all right, any kind of existence, even. But the unity that fell, all right, is a unity that's pattern. The pattern and dynamics within that unity are a distortion of what we came from, all right, of the pure unity, of the essence of that unity. And within that distortion, we've created patterns of things to make it okay. All right. And in my previous video, I was talking a little bit about that, where we have developed techniques and manipulations, mental, emotional, so forth, in order to make unhealthy dynamics workable. All right. In order to make it, you know, continue it, essentially. So I'm trying to think of examples and everything, but maybe the examples aren't important in this particular video. Um, but I do want to explain it a little bit if I can. Um, it's just unhealthy, you guys. It's just unhealthy. And the way that it works, you know, and I've seen this talked about in other religions and other aspects, where there's this pattern of life where it's just like, we're growing, you know, and we're learning more, and there's more beauty, right? And there's all of this expansion of life, like an exploration, like in a good way, where it feels good, where the unity gets stronger because of it. Um, and the ironic thing is that all of those words I just used can also be used by the fel unity. Okay, they can use those same exact words to describe themselves, but the meaning behind those words are very different in that unity, in the fel unity, where it is completely different. All right. That fel unity, like if it's between the masculine and the feminine, they can say, I love you. But that love means something very different than what it means outside of that, in the original type of unity that we come from, that we're born from, that we're born in. All right. I don't mean on an earth level, okay? Because sometimes we, on a soul level, we are sometimes born into families that are fel unities, like just straight up. But even in those cases, right? This is why when we see, you know, newborns, right? They are in this beautiful innocent state, and that state is kind of there to help remind us to get back, all right, in a certain way of talking. Now, and so those are the two unities I've talked about, right? The pure, the innocent unity, and then the fel unity. But there's another unity which exists, all right? And this is a unity which has returned to the original type of love, of that innocence, but it is not ignorant anymore. It is aware. And I call that the unity that rose. And I call it that because it was a unity that was innocent. It was a unity that fell. And now it is a unity that rose again. All right? You know, you can use this in a very real way with Christianity, right? The risen, right? What did Christ? He rose from the grave, right? What does that mean, guys? Like this is why I get into issues with certain forms and sects of Christianity, is because they take it too literally, and they do not take the meaning behind what these things are supposed to do, what this is supposed to mean. And it is what it is, guys. Like this is what I mean. That fel unity can take anything and make it about itself. All right. And that's what Christianity has become, a lot of it. Not all of it, okay? Not all of it, not by a long shot, but a lot of it. And if I ever seem to butt heads with Christianity, or why I don't really consider myself a Christian, like an absolute Christian, it's because of those things. Okay. Do I recognize the power of the story of Christianity? Absolutely. The power of the symbol of Christ? Absolutely. Will you hear me praise the name Jesus? Probably not. All right. If that's too much for you, you could turn off my channel. All right. Peace out, guys. Love within still. Just as a reminder, you know. Um, but if you're truly serious about Christ, if you're truly serious about the resurrection, what that really means about arising from being in a state of fallenness, then you'll be willing to work with me through all the atmospheric stuff, and the different words or stuff that I end up using. What are we at for time here? A little bit over 10. Um, and so this is what I mean in my parting when I say, catch you on the rose side. I mean, this is what I mean, you guys. Like, no matter what has happened, all right, I feel like each individual is a unity. Each soul right here is a unity. I talk about this. I talk about this probably constantly, but just like each person, each soul, right, is comprised of feminine and masculine energy. Yeah, as a body, I definitely got I'm a masculine body. I'm a male. I ain't gonna lie about that. All right, between my legs tells me I don't even need to look any further than that. And there's nuance, I know that there's very rare cases of other stuff, and I'm not talking about that stuff, okay? I'm just saying generally, okay? It's good to recognize who we are, no matter what it is. It's good to just recognize who we are, especially on a physical level, okay? And that goes in all directions. All directions. But this energy that I'm talking about, I think it's also good to understand that as well. That we have this duality, and I wouldn't even call it a duality. I'd call it the polarity, and that polarity is necessary. It creates this balance. It creates like a toroidal fields. If you want to get into the science of it. Um, but moving on with what I really wanted to talk about or finish with, each person, each soul is a unity amongst themselves, and I think that we're part of a greater unity for sure. But tying this back to the symbol of Christ, all right, what that symbol means is that what I see this as is that the whole entire unity overall is rose, is risen. It has experienced the fallenness, and it has become risen. It is rose now. All right, that's what that means. When we take Christ as an example, that the overall unity has experienced the depths of being fell, and now is risen. Now we're just it's just the process of all of us individuals catching up. Okay, all of us individuals choosing to become rose again. Okay, that's what that means to me. And that's why it's just a process, you guys. And this goes even beyond lifetimes because there's a lot of nuance and stuff. Does everybody have a chance and the opportunity to be part of the rose unity? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. The issue, though, is that it's not up to us as individuals to try and force other individuals to be part of that unity. Okay? That's outside manipulation. That's going back into the fellow unity. We're continuing to use fellow unity dynamics, uh, in which case we're still just stuck in that, you guys. We're still just stuck in the fellow unity, then masquerading or thinking that we're out of it. People talk about the ego, and that's a large part of it too. Like I said, it's just different words that kind of mean more or less the same type of structure, same thing, same pattern. Okay. Um, this is why, if you like my channel, man, you're gonna hear me correlate a lot of different stuff, and there's a reason for that too. Where I feel like it helps us, like story, it helps us having different stories. Even if we resonate with particular stories, wonderful. But hearing other stories can help us see the true meaning behind that. That's really important. At least that's how it's been for me. And so I want to offer that to the world. I want to offer that to other people as well. And this is also helping me leave the fell unity as well and become Rose. Okay. So and so part of that is as for me in particular as an individual, other people, it has been part of my journey where I have to choose the Rose unity and to be that. All right, to participate in that, in that thinking, in that ideology, in that patterning. All right, to be of Christ, right, to be within the Christ spirit. All right, if we're using those terminologies, but it's up to me as an individual alone. And what that has looked like a lot in my particular life is leaving other individuals behind who are still part of that fell unity. And I can beg, I can scream, I can bribe, I can use all of the fell unity tactics to try and get people to join me, and it won't work. And even if it does work, it doesn't do anything. All right, we have to choose it ourselves. We have to be ready for it. And at least for individuals like me, and I think it's everybody, I think it has to be an individual, choice that someone makes by themselves, essentially. Otherwise, it's manipulation, you know, which is more and more that fell unity, BS. And so it's been a process for me. People call it awakening on some levels. I think awakening is the same thing. It's being risen. It's being part of the Rose, man. And right, those that rose, the unity that rose. And I also catch it too, where that rose, can be a flower too, right? A beautiful flower with some thorns too. And there's a reason for that as well. There's totally a reason for that as well. And so I use these terminologies and these phrases intentionally. So were there multiple aspects of it, right? Um, so there we go, you guys. We'll kind of leave it at that for today. And I'll keep explaining stuff. We'll see about stuff where in the future might try to make 2 videos a day, maybe more, maybe just one, where I talk more about myself, my individual stuff, addictions, trauma, the harder stuff. Um, and then my other videos more about the unities. All right, and because man, it just lights me on fire, you guys. Like I love this stuff. Like I've been looking for terminologies and things and how to explain this and make this a story, and it's just like I'm doing it, you guys. And it's just like if you believe in that stuff, and I do. Like I don't know how else to explain it, but just like my ancestors are here, the angels are here, Christ is here, and it's just like we're all working together, and all the spirits, all of us individuals, all of us unities, confirmation are linked together. All right, in some way, shape, or form. And so I'm just doing my part. I'm just doing my part, moving forward. Okay, it's just, what's what I'm doing. Oh man, I'm exhausted too, man. I need to get more rest here, but I'm pacing myself too, because part of me just wanted to sleep all day. But it was good. It's good that I make these videos too. Getting the stuff out there, even if I can't post it yet. So I will leave it at that. Okay, I'll leave it at that for this particular video. Give you guys the shaka, you know. So like it if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm here. I'm doing it. So yeah. And thanks for being part of my journey. Thanks for being part of this, you guys. And I hope to be part of yours too. Like truly. Like whatever your content is, whatever is going on, I want to see more of it too. Like we all got something to give, to share. That's part of what being a unity is all about. Big or small. And I'll leave it at that for tonight, for today, whatever this particular video. Okay. Um, Peace out. Love within. Catch you guys on the rose side.